guys, today we're going to be doing a live change out. It's a ZINSCO commercial grade 3-phase 240 volt 120 208 240 volt 400 amp service panel. We're going to be changing out the 100 amp breaker there on the left bottom, and we're going to be replacing the bus bar to it as well. So I'm going to get gloved up, and we're going to shut down this power, at least on these two, so we can work on the bus bar, but we're going to be doing this live. Alright guys, power's going down. I think I just scared the crap out of somebody. So this one will pop out. Should pop out.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Okay. I'm buying burrito. You carry the plug for the radio, man.
Huh?
Carry the fucking cable for the radio.
Cut the cable for the radio?
Yeah, I'll give you soda and burrito.
It's not part of this. This all feeds the sub panels.
Just got it. Hey.
That one, should come back up, hopefully. Well, computers usually restart. Alright, so glove up for protection. That's 100 amp breaker out here. I'm going to put our new 100 amp in real quick. Actually, I'm going to save this for last. So I need to get this 90 off of here. And this one did not quite want to come out. I'm pretty sure this is going to give us an issue. Sometimes you can kind of get up in here, just kind of pop on them. And see, like that comes out, but it's not going to come out of that block right there. So I'm going to have to unscrew that block. So this is dead back here. We have no power on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew the holding tab, or at least loosen the holding tab. Stay away from that one up top. That one's still live. These two top ones are 125 amps. They're feeding the office and everything in there, so we don't want to take them out of service. ZINSCO piece of shit breakers. Okay, that one's out. Holy shit, look at that arcing. But this one looks good. So, okay, our terminal block is right there. That's what's connecting us to the bus bar. So we just have to unbolt that, and that will come completely out. Alright, so one part here, I've got my gloves on. Need to find what size this is going to be. Easy way to kind of determine this, although I don't think those bolts are going to be the same as these. Now, so now we're split to 120. Each one of these lines is only 120. So we should be okay here. I'm not going to kneel on my knees. It is too big. These gloves do make it awkward to grab shit, so I'm going to use these to grab stuff. Okay. Let me try that one. It's too small. So we're going to go to this guy right here. It should not be metric. Yep, that's it. Okay. We need a wrench. We want to watch where our wrench is. That way we don't actually arc. Another trick to do on this is only use one hand. That way if the electricity decides to jump anywhere, it's not going through your body. Okay, so this block is about deactivated. I'm going to take these out one at a time. grab my tweezers. Kind of pulling that. Nope, that one's not out yet. Triple insulated on the gloves. So it should be okay there. Okay, that is done. That one's out. So we're gonna take these and grab that. They're bonding screws. So what these are actually doing is connecting us to the board. This whole block outside of it's plastic. So if I hold it, it should be okay. Now I'm looking at the tabs here. These are plastic bonding tabs. I'm not going to put pliers right there. That would be a bad idea. We will, however, hold this from behind. Get in place until it's unbonded. And we're moving around there. We should be well unbonded. Grab this from each side. We should be able to lift the block out. And there we go. See those terminals right there? That's our bus bars. We're going to clean those up a little bit, and then we'll go to town on connecting the new one. So I got some small sandpaper here. These are live, which means I'm going to be very careful. Very careful. Just where the bus bar is going to make contact. Clean off any oxidation. Same thing here. Okay. So there's our old terminal block. Here's our new terminal block. Obviously the plastic's not broken on this one. And we have unmelted terminals. So we're not going to reuse the old hardware. We are going to use the new hardware. This, all else fails on this, this is a pretty quick change out. It's a brand new, I was able to get the bus bar for $95. But the shocker is, the breaker, $350 for that breaker. Yes, sir.
What's up, electric guy?
What's happening?
Nada. What happened? Half an hour, you say?
I'm almost done, man.
Oh, this is for the spray booth?
That's for the spray booth and all the power on this side, these two breakers.
Oh, you were not working the spray booth?
No, the spray, I fixed the part for the spray booth, but the lights and stuff that you had right there weren't working because I pulled that line off. It was arcing.
Oh yeah, because yesterday it's not working good, the lights, eh?
It wasn't working because the wire's right here.
Oh, okay.
The problem was that terminal on there and the breaker. Yes, sir.
You realize we can be without this thing for 5 minutes, right?
We're working as quickly as possible. Can you hand me the paste up there? The paste.
Really? There's no paste.
It's a jar. It's a bottle right there next to you.
Nothing here.
Should be a white bottle.
Nothing here.
Oh, right here.
White bottle?
Yeah, I got it right here. Right here.
This water bottle?
No, this is antioxidant paste. This is to
This
keep.
water bottle?
This is to keep shit from corroding.
Vuelvo la negra para sacarla. Esa negra que está ahí.
Alrighty.
Ya le pinté yo con un spray.
Ponle los cortes que le quitaste de adentro.
Ajá. Yo le quitaste, nomás le quité el borde.
Si le quitaste de ahí, póntelo.
Y ya nomás todo va.
Y para que el pelo le ponga alrededor con el sabor.
Ok.
Glove up. Alright, I'm going to line this screw up in here, and we're gonna put the block up there and just hold that. Yeah, sorry, ever so fucking carefully. Damn it, I don't like that. Alright, well, here's what it is. Alright. Now let's get this screw in there, I guess. I think we've got the hole. Feels like the hole. This is not the hole. Let's pull that out real quick. I need a short socket. So this is 5/16. 5/16 is this one. Yeah, we're about in the right place. We just didn't have anything pushing up against the damn screw to screw it in. Alright, let's get together two in place. Let's put some of this crap there. You want to hold it for me?
Hey, cara de burrito cable, de radio cable, and buy you burrito. Huh?
I'm just replacing what was broken and putting back what it is. The radio cable's over there. That's not on this panel. That's all. I'd have to cut the whole panel from here if I did that.
Just got it the radio, man. The radio cable. Where'd you put my lights away? Hey.
What you need is something that interferes, that jams the radio signal.
Hey, where you put my radio, man? My lights.
Your light?
Huh?
What light?
The lights.
The lights?
Huh?
Oh, when am I going to put those?
Huh?
As soon as I get a chance to it.
All right.
But right now, let me concentrate on this, because this is very dangerous if I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing.
Buy you burrito.
I don't want to get in the middle of it, man. The cops already were out for that shit. I heard about that. Cops already came too, huh? There were some issues there. Ah! No. I'm good. Alright, screw that one in. What's going on here? Am I not getting on it? No, I'm getting on it. Or I'm not getting on it. No, I'm not getting on it. Here we are, we're on it now. Crack these loose just a hair because I might have to slide this thing. This is like the shittiest designed electrical system that somebody came out with. And there were so many lawsuits filed against this company, they actually went bankrupt. So it's like an act of actual God to find these parts now. Alright, torque. Torque. And torque. Okay, so before I put the breakers back in, we're going to paste them. Okay, that's one. So this one can go right back into here. I use this stupid thing here to actually hold it, but these actually are supposed to go in like this. One is not going in how it's supposed to. It appears to be sitting on that block. It's telling me it's off, but it's not. Checking for gaps. No gaps. Okay, so last of all things, we need to change this breaker. Flathead screwdriver. Alright, so black on top, red in the middle, blue on the bottom. And we need to open these up. Now I should have to loosen that. And the same thing, paste the holes. Put these two guys in here like so. Start with these two, and then we'll get that third one that's down there out. Put it in. Okay, we also need to loosen this. Ooh. Careful, you little mofo. Alright. Okay, now for the one I buried in here. Put this one off to the side because we were having problems with that line. That was the reason we were having issues. Well, this whole thing melted in the first place. So this wire's good. We just have a problem with that board, or that bus bar. Okay, so that wire's in. And actually, if I get something on the other side of this, it would be a totally different fucking breaker. Okay, so before I put this one in place, do the same thing. I'm going to paste the terminals. So kind of help keep it from causing problems. Doesn't mean it won't cause problems, but it'll just help. Alright, so that one needs to go like this. Damn it. Give me some fucking room, fucking bastard. Other lines are getting in the way. So, first, let's get that up out of the way. Alright, ZINSCO breaker going in. Make sure that's on the board good. That one's on the board good. Okay, now before we energize any of these breakers, let's tighten up these screws back here, these tabs. The other one came out pretty easy, but that's also because one of those tabs in the middle was broken. Let's see how that's coming out already. I have to get a screwdriver, or I gotta get a better screwdriver. Tighten these down now. Also, we're gonna make sure that that's up against both sides. Tighten those down. Okay. Alright, we're tight. Need to go find another flathead real quick, and then we'll energize everything. Alright, got another flathead. That one's twisting inside, so I can't get torque down on that correctly. It's causing me issues. So this one here is not. That's our old breaker. Arcing on this lug, which means internal's highly possibly are damaged too. That's why we're changing this thing. Well, that's why we changed the breaker as well as the bus board. The bus board obviously needs to be replaced. Alright, just watching, checking to see what that is. Checking this one. Okay. Taking my knee off the ground so that I'm not grounding myself out. In case anything does go wrong here. I don't want to be grounded. My pants have a rip, so that would help me out any bit. Okay. Alright, now let's recheck our connections here. Okay, that one's connected. Make sure that's tight. There's a way to torque these, but I'm not too worried about that as long as I've got a good bite on them. Now let's pull this one out of the way here. Pull this whole harness out of the way. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this thing's not giving me a lot of room to play. Alright, fuck it. So I'm going to loosen this one. And I need red to go in to the terminal block. I also need fucking black to go back in there too. They're both going to be a bitch. I'm going to back these screws out quite a bit. Now I'm going to play with my wires. The black is in there. Red is just too much of an angle to want to be in there. I'm going to pull up on these. Black is in there. Let's get black tightened down. 100 amps. Oh, you can tell it's 100 amps. Look at the fucking size of the wires. Usually if you get these things hand cranked, you're good enough. Okay, so now the last one I gotta mess with here is red. And red is being a little bitch. So we'll get red in there. It'll take me a second though. Alright, I need blue up out my way. I need black up out my way. Okay. Now I just need to be able to grab red. And red is the one that's being a pain. Red stuck right on the edge. There we go, there's red. Okay. Alright. And we're just going to press in on these. Make sure they're all the way in. Okay, let there be light. And let there be light. Alright guys, you have power now. That is it. Doing it live without shutting down the 400 amp main. We have a whole office going right now, so we absolutely cannot shut that down. But then again, safety protection, you don't need heavy electrical gloves to mess around. You need to know what the fuck you're doing though. Disposable rubber gloves, latex for a rubber barrier. And then I have a cotton glove inside a leather work glove. So triple layer protection. That's why it's also hard to grab shit with these. But that is it. That's our electrical panel. All we got left to do is just put those wires back in, which I can do that without these, but I'm gonna put these on anyways. A lot of insulation between me and that wire, but I'm gonna do this. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, hold that thought, guys. Fucking A, man. I was not planning for that. Let's put him back in there. Make sure he's off. Reseated. Okay. Back in. Wires are in place. Okay. We are on. Now before I want to pop anything else out, let's put the cover back in. This cover here ensures that our breakers stay where they're supposed to stay. I can take these gloves off now for this part. And we should have a couple of screws lying around here. Hey Miguel, check the lights, yeah? Check the lights. They should turn on.
What are you doing?
Closing up panel.
You need power, buddy.
Power's on.
Power's on?
Yeah. Check the lights over there.
It's not on.
Check the lights.
No, that was a flashback from the past.
Bullshit.
Yeah, the lights are not working.
The booth was just on.
No.
In fact, the booth is on right now.
But the boot has nothing to do with the lights inside the shop.
These lights over here.
Is that not on?
Well, you gotta turn the switch on.
Oh, that's why. Oh, my bad.
Fucking asshole. Flashback from the past. Fucking Willie, man. But yeah, there's a problem. There's a problem. No, there's not. Shouldn't be no problems because we got a brand new fucking bus bar. And we got a brand new fucking breaker. We'll check that shit in a minute, but everything should be working now. So if you're seeing this one, this is actually a secondary video. I've got another one going up about a sub-panel repair with part of the system. It's on the other end. That's actually what that 100 amp breaker feeds. So yeah, there's a video going to go up about that as well. That's repairing sub-panel. Okay, so let's make sure this guy is fully closed up. Nobody was in there. I don't know why. There's not really. It's just a conduit path coming to the panel. So what I'll do is I'll get these kind of snugged up to start with. I'll lift up on this to make sure the alignment is correct. Okay. I'll do the bottom ones. Problem with that damn ZINSCO breaker is fucking alright, now we just crank down the top bolts. Going to do is just keep pressure against the breakers so that they don't pop out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Look at that. Just ride.
They haven't stopped.
You said 2 something to 227.